Hi, I'm Selena.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Sade, and we are
Fave 3.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Raw. We'll be filling you guys in on some raw, uncut shit.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How's
Hey, girl,
it going?
Hey, girl. It's going good. I'm super, hot. I just been having a rough day. And you?
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm just still getting over this fucking cold. I don't know where it's coming from.
You ain't sick.
But my voice is gone,
about to say that. You ain't sick.
It sounds like I'm sick. You feel
What's
me?
wrong with you?
Nothing.
Exactly.
It's just my voice is
You're
gone.
not sick.
But I'm going to say that I'm sick, because it sounds like I'm sick. So I'm just going to say that.
All right.
But I'm not sick, y'all.
Okay. All right.
How are you guys?
Doing great. I'm healthy. I'm alive. Breathing. I'm full.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, those are the main things I worry about. Yeah, so I'm doing great. Weekends? How's you guys' weekends?
Yeah, no. For me, this weekend was pretty just blah. We didn't really do much. I want to say, honestly, I can't even remember. Today has just been such an odd day for me, you guys. Normally, I'm always in woo woo, a good happy cherry mood, but I don't know because I've been wearing this bucket hat all day. I don't know if it's the hat. It's just squeezing my mind, and it's just doing too much for me. But I literally have just been off. I went through so much today. I was so irritated. I was so stressed out. But I'm here now, and I'm with my dogs,
Duh.
so I'm okay. I'm feeling a little bit better, but. All I will say, I learned a little lesson, and it's all about, you just gotta be a
Take
strong...
it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, don't let certain things get to you because,
Facts.
you come first, just a little side note. And, mind control, having self-control over certain situations, and just, being content with yourself. There's certain times where when certain things happen, you just have to take a step back and say, look, I no, I'm better than that. I'm not gonna deal with this or I'm not gonna deal with that. Just a little.
I completely agree with that because you definitely want to know who you are, where you're coming from, and you want other people to know where you stand.
You're not gonna try to cross
you can't try me or cross me at all.
Yeah.
And then even if you do try me or cross me, it's not going to affect me. Or even if it does affect you because some people are more emotional than others. But it's all about importance and how much it matters to you, and then to go to that has to go to how much you matter to yourself because you have to put yourself first pretty much in every single situation because you're the only person that's going to have your back regardless.
And then in the ending results, it's how you feel and how you think and how you're going to go about it. So fuck what everybody else has to say, to be completely real, and just do you. Walk out of your house.
Charge.
Exactly. Just do what you got to do and not worry about what anybody else has to say because in the end, all people are really trying to do nowadays is manipulate you and get you to where they are, which is probably not where you're trying to be. So there's no need for you, to follow in anybody else's footsteps or anything like that because that can always lead to a very bad ending.
That makes me think about how important loving yourself is and how much you need self-love.
Yourself.
Your mom make a song about it for no reason. You have to love yourself before you love anybody else.
Facts.
Before you try to have a friend, a best friend, a homie, a homegirl that you want to even try to show love to. Because it is possible to even have a relationship with somebody.
What was that?
A burp.
She did a whole dance with it.
Whether a friend relationship or a best friend relationship or a homie or homegirl relationship, and you'll just automatically love them how they expect you to and do everything how they expect you to do. If you don't just have it on yourself, or if you don't enter something with your own mindset. Your mind and your self-love has to be right before you do anything else.
Facts.
And try to get anybody else's tips and ideas. Because you can meet somebody and they try to completely just twist your whole life around and put you in their shoes the whole time.
And try
I'm
to
not even
have
ready
mind
to fit
control.
your shoes.
Try to
right?
And you know what's the crazy part about this whole thing is based off of opinions on of how other people think or how they're gonna look at certain situations. You have your own brain. They have their own brain. You're going to do what you want to do, whether it's right or wrong. You know what you're doing, and that's it. That's how I
And
feel.
it's so
about
crazy how all of this stemmed off of my day. Like, but it's facts. Because
It
this
is.
is like day-to-day shit that people go through.
Real
Like,
life
this is
situations.
real life situations as hell. And I feel like a major part of that has to do with like everything that we just talked about also has to do with like having self-confidence in yourself. Because if you don't have that, then it's just like you're gonna allow certain people to treat you certain
Walk
ways
all
or,
over
like,
you.
Yeah.
Make
then
you say things that you shouldn't say, do things you shouldn't do.
definitely do things that you don't want to do and also pull you out of your character and like try to get you to like a point where it's just like, bro, did I really like stoop down
Oh
to
my
this person's
goodness.
level? Did I really just, man, I'm fired
reminds
up.
me
Where's
of
the
something,
torch,
bro.
bro? Like, I'm fired up right
You
now.
lit right now. Where's the lighter?
Facts.
But nah, that reminds me of something. Like when I was younger, I'm friendly as fuck. Like if you know me, you know me as being like a nice, sweet ass girl who wants to say hi to everybody. So especially when I was younger, that was me times like 1,000. So when I was younger, I used to always want to be friends with everybody. And then when they start being friends with me, they'd be like, oh, she just gonna say yes to this. I was literally like a yes girl when I was like 12. I'd be like, yeah, sure, of course. No, no, no.
I can
But I'm just
see
like,
you doing
no.
the same.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah, I was so nice. I
I'm
was
down.
like, okay, I'll do it for you, sure, whatever. But then that's when people start taking advantage of you, and that's when people start walking over you. Okay, Selena, you gonna do this now because like, you did it last time, or this and that.
Oh,
you
I know Selena gonna do this.
Yeah,
because I
you
know.
don't know.
That's where you
Like
got
that's
it
the
all
crazy
messed
part.
up.
But yeah, it's just crazy. So back to my story. When I was younger, I pretty much like would let this one girl like manipulate me and like tell me, oh, go on, do this to this girl and blah blah. Like pretty much have me bully someone else and just be annoying.
Just get in
and
your
just
head
in my
and-
trying to get
yeah.
in my head, and I would allow
Just
it.
be a bitch.
But now that I like years go on and I think about it, I'm like, did I really just allow that to happen? Like, look how I am now. Look who the person I become. Like, I'm not trying to be nobody else but myself. And I just feel like a lot of people.
I don't care what you want me to do
and
or what
that's-
you're trying to send me to go
Bro.
do for anybody.
Facts.
I'm not doing it.
I feel like that's also like one of the best parts with situations like that is like when you move on from it and
You
time
learn
goes
from the
by and you look
situation.
back and you're just like, bro, like I feel like looking back on situations is probably like the best things that
Mm-hmm.
can come from that because you're like, bro, did I really do that? Was I really that
You have to like
stupid
sort
to
of
do
question
some
yourself,
shit that?
did I really just like do this because she told me to? Like, who
But
am
then
I?
you see like your level of improvement, like you see level of growth. Like
Love
that
that.
reminds me of so much shit too that I used to go through, bro. Because like just like what you said, like how you used to feel like you was a yes man, like with me, it was a little bit different because like it had more to do with like accepting myself because when I was younger, bro, like I'm talking, I would say like elementary school. I tell this story all the time. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I used to get bullied. Like I used to be bullied so bad. Like bitches would be so mean to me, like for no reason. I never did nothing. Like I used to sit in school, cover my hands around my face and just sit there and don't talk to nobody all day.
just be
People
so
would
shy.
mess with me and I'm just like, bro, like leave me alone. I'm not doing anything to you guys. And it always used to make me feel some type of way. So the more they used to bully me, of course it lowered my self-confidence. And then by it lowering my self-confidence, like I would never accept myself for anything. So I used to literally just settle and accept the fact that, so pretty much
Literally
like
accept
what that
it.
girl used to make you do, I was the person she used to make you do it to. So that's how,
yeah. Oh,
like
I
it's so
see.
crazy how
That's
it
so
works.
crazy,
because-
bro.
Yeah, so
Sad too.
it's sad as fuck, bro. I used to be
Because
dead
now
sad
that I
in
see it
school.
go, like now when I'm like out in public and I see that shit going on in the mall or like
Oh,
if
I
I'm around
stop that
other
shit.
people, I peep. I'm like, bruh, you damn well better than that. You shouldn't be hanging around that girl because what is she? Whatever she wants to be, however she's presenting herself, and you want to like
Yeah.
associate yourself with that kind of person. That's when you really need to like step back and be like, whoa, I'm Selena, I'm Kayla, I'm Sade, I'm Sue, Jack, whatever, and I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna do what they want me to do because in the end, how is that gonna benefit me? How is that
not.
gonna? It's not gonna benefit you. You're just gonna benefit somebody else by hurting somebody else's feelings.
And half the time, the people that are the ones like the enforcers or the bulliers, like the ringleaders, they have the lowest confidence out of everybody, like out of the whole.
They sort of get
group
like
and the
cocky
whole
with like their
lineup.
whole.
No, not
situation.
even. Well, yeah, they get cocky because they realize like their words or whatever it is has power, but that's really just like their insecurities and them being scared. Like that's all that talking. So you can have like your insecurities weigh more on your personality than your confidence, and then next thing you know, you be a bully, you become an asshole, a bitch, you just have a stick up your ass the whole freaking time.
entire time.
Exactly. And that's why your confidence level has to be up there. I mean, it's okay to be a bitch. Just have like your confidence, and it's actually not okay to be a bitch. You should always
it's
be kind
okay to
people.
be like
You need to
assertive
be
or like
stern,
you know,
when it's time, like when it's time to come out, but not 24/7. Of course, nobody is gonna want to be around you, and why would you want to be like that all day? There's some people who literally wake up on the wrong side of the bed every morning. Like I think their whole mattress is just backwards as fuck because
upside down and shit.
it's too
No
often.
foundation. That's crazy. Like, and it can also goes around with like, I totally lost my train of thought.
It's
What
okay.
Kayla was saying about confidence, like people overcome the you can overcome too much confidence. Like you can have a certain level of confidence, and people can see that. But like when you show too much confidence, people are gonna, take advantage of that. Oh, this person got this, or whichever the case is. Like you have to know the certain levels of confidence and how you should present.
Yeah,
it
there's
too.
definitely a thin line between confidence and just conceit and conceitedness. Just all of that. There's a huge difference. And that line, I feel like if you had to cross a bridge and like you're on the facing side and you're on the confident side and you had to cross the bridge over to the conceited side, the only thing that would just be dangling on that bridge, just hanging down, is just like being humble and keeping everything in context of like remembering like why you're so confident, because you can be confident, just boast and brag. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Okay, you really ain't shit
At all.
You're a bad person and you're not humble. So it doesn't matter what you think you have. Like people aren't gonna gravitate to you. Nobody's gonna want to fuck with you.
Nobody's gonna like you.
And then eventually, and like I said, sometimes those people who become so conceited, their insecurities can fall and whatever it is, and you can know that happening. Like if you are like really conceited and somebody was to say a bad comment about you or whatever it is, and that one comment like was to break you, then like you need to get your confidence level up.
Facts.
It's not.
Agreed.
And then like for what Kayla was saying, now you making me want to burp too, bro. Sorry.
Excuse y'all.
Excuse me. But what Kayla was saying, like how there's like a huge difference between confidence and cocky, because like, I'm an example of that, because not to backtrack, because I'm gonna forward track this story, because I actually have another story relating to this subject.
Story
But
for
like I
days,
was,
bitch.
yeah, I have so many. Like my life consists of stories. I think that's the best part about it.
I
But
think that's everyone.
yeah, I know, right? I think
Memories.
Right?
I think that's everyone. I'm not the only person in the world.
Nostalgia.
But like to go back to what I was saying, like before, how I was picked on, all this stuff, and like I literally didn't start to have confidence until I would say like my junior year of high school, which is trash. So the second, it's crazy, because I went from not having anything to like letting people walk over me to being like shy and quiet to when I finally hit that peak. Because I finally felt like that, and because people like seen a difference in me and a change, they mistook it for me being, oh my gosh, she's so conceited. Oh my gosh, she's so this. So people who didn't know me, like off rip, their first
my gosh, I have a
intention
crazy
of
story
me
to tell y'all.
would
Sorry.
be like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's such a bitch. Like she's so conceited, she's so this, she's so that. But as soon as they have a conversation with me, they're like, wow, like she's the complete opposite. Like she's actually not. So it's like people misjudge that a lot, which is kind of annoying, because it's like, bro, like I'm not. But it's just like annoying. So to try to say that I am, but like I don't know. It just took a lot for me to even be like that. So it used to irritate me. But I don't know. That was just my little story.
That's so crazy how you how you say that today, because today at work, I was just outside with a bunch of my coworkers, and they're like, "Oh, Selena, I see you with your friends, blah blah blah," and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's my friends," and they're like, "Oh, so who are the other two girls that you hang out with?" I'm like, "Kayla and Sade," and they're like, "Yeah, I think I went to high school with them," and I was just like, "Yeah, so you know them, right?" He's like, "Yeah, but I always thought they were bitches." I'm like,
yeah, it's a raggy.
You can't call them bitches because you don't really know them. You don't hang out with them
Exactly.
as much as I do. So what you mean? But then he's like, oh, I follow on Snap, and I'm just like, oh, they're really not. They just have that look. Every girl will have that mean look that would just make it seem like they're that kind of person. But once you get to
Chronic
know them,
bitch face.
the chronic bitch face is fuck. Like we all have that. Like girls, you guys have that when
Especially
you're not even
Kayla.
expecting it.
Yeah.
So when people
That
like
had $1.
facts for people like to really like. I don't know. It just gets me so upset sometimes when
people to
people
what?
post judge before like they get to know a person as well. That just throws me off. That just,
Yeah, and it happens. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Like somebody can just see you on the train or walking on the side of the street, and you could
She's
be
so
walking
stank.
right?
You think
Oh
I'm
my
saying
God.
all the time?
Maybe it's
Nicest
hot.
person.
You ain't too
Sun is
cute
in
to
my
say
eye,
hi.
like,
Bitch,
you
I
know
don't
what
want to
it
say
is.
hi to you.
And
Like,
then maybe not everybody's just as friendly. It's like, that's me. That's my whole entire life story. Like, I always have the same resting bitch face on, and that's fine. I accepted that since I was like 4. And I'm okay with that. And so, but people automatically think, oh, you don't look approachable, or if you really want to approach me that bad, you're going to say something. So I don't want to hear that.
And then I'm not gonna just go ahead and not say nothing to you because I'm not a bitch.
Exactly. And then how else do you want me to walk around with a smile on my face all the time? That can be, but that's just not the type of person
and then
I
if
am.
I walk around with a smile, people gonna think that bitch is weird. Why she always
Exactly.
smiling?
And
Why
then
she smiling
too
for
happy.
you to hear for?
Like, no.
Like, people
Cut
will
it out.
always have something to say, but as long as I know that once you do talk to me, I know I'm not an asshole or whatever it is for too long, bitch, at least. But not at all. And that's what matters, like, the most. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as, if the cake is ugly on the outside and the icing looks trash and it's messed up, but as soon as you cut into it, it's lit and it's yummy. You want some
Moist.
more.
But what
That's
if
all
you
I
don't
need.
want to buy the cake because it's trash?
No, you don't gotta
and
buy it.
it's
You could be at a
ugly?
birthday party. It's free. You're gonna get it anyway.
Exactly,
You feel me?
just like-
the cake is just there. And that actually reminds me, speaking of birthday party, I
Happy
went
birthday.
somewhere, but I went somewhere and I just was in a room full of people. The room full of people that I already was aware, like, just didn't, I wasn't their cup of tea, I want to say. And so it's just me in a room full of people that's just not fucking with me. And you would think, like, if I had, like, low self-confidence, I would just be like, okay, let me just have a seat somewhere and just be
Not
seen
say
and not heard,
nothing.
right?
Be in
But
my
it's like,
little
no,
corner.
I
Not-
held my head high. I knew I got this. Don't care about what any of them think. Don't care what any of them have to say. Bitch, walk around.
Hi, I'm here.
Like, what's going on? And that doesn't mean I'm conceited. I'm not conceited at all. I'm just comfortable as fuck. I'm comfortable
you're
in my
secure with
skin.
yourself.
Facts. I'm comfortable in everything, and I know that I didn't do anything to these people. So regardless of whatever the reason is that they have to not favor me, like, it really can go in one ear, not the other, because I don't care.
Literally don't.
So yeah, and
Bro,
it's all
oh,
about
that has to literally be like the number one thing because I like I said, I have so many stories, especially from high school. Like, I literally used to walk around school minding my fucking business, like minding it, and they used to always be the fucking
Minding.
ratchet girls. I don't know what is up with ratchet girls.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's ratchet girls that be hating. Like, I have a whole bunch of
And
haters
it's
on
not
my
all
job.
y'all.
Bro.
Like,
Shout out to y'all.
some of
but
y'all
I'm
is
sorry.
cool, but it used to just always be these ratchet girls. Oh, that's that girl over there. Like, she always walking like she stank. Cause y'all know I'm bow-legged and I'm pigeon-toed, so it's like, bitch, excuse me if I don't walk straight. Like,
So
I'm
you
sorry. Yeah, like I am. Like, bitch, I'm sorry. My dad, I got it from my dad. But it's like, oh, that's that girl. She's so this, she's so that, and it's just like when, like, you don't even fucking know me, bro. So it's like people misjudge all the time. And then to go back to that, it used to make me feel lit because now, like, let's just say you take it to present day, how you said the guy at your job was telling you a story about how he knew us from high school,
And he
it's just
assumed
like,
that, yeah.
like some people, like, they would, like, now, like, people will comment on, like, something that I post on, like, Instagram or comment on something on Snapchat and be like, oh my gosh, like, oops, excuse me, I keep burping. Sorry. They'll be like, oh my gosh, like, you're just so different from then, but the then that they're referring to is before, like, I had the confidence level that I have now. And I think it really changed also because, like, once I realized that I have it, because what you always have to do is you have to accept yourself and you have to, like, tell yourself otherwise no matter what. But once I realized that I did, like, that's when I really, like, started going hard. And I ran for prom queen my senior year.
Shout out to
and I
you.
did all this extra shit and I won. So when I won, I was like, bro, like me winning
It's
prom
like you
queen.
conquered your like your fear
Exactly,
in a
like that's
sense.
exactly what it was. Like, a lot of people was like, even after the fact, like I like to this day, I still take pride in me winning prom queen. Because, bitch, it takes a lot to win prom queen. You got to campaign, you got to know people, you got to do all this shit. And I took a lot of pride in it because before then, like, I knew how I felt. Like, I used to feel a certain type of way. I had no confidence. I had zero, like, confidence in myself or anything that I could do. So the fact that, like, I overcame that goal, that shit meant a lot to me. So I'm just like, bro, like, you literally have to tell yourself otherwise. Like, if you don't like something or if you feel some type of way, like, set a goal or, like, try to change it or try to fix it, bro, because it's like you have to have, like, the self-power, you know, in a sense. to,
I know
like, do
exactly how you feel, bro, because, like, people think I'm weird. People think I'm stuck up. People think all this stuff, and it's just like, I understand why it may seem that way, but you don't know me yet. So it's just like you have to, like, you know, get to know somebody before you can judge them. And also, it kind of goes back to what you were saying, Sade. Like, back in the day, like, yeah, they'll be like, oh, so you're so friendly, like, stop being so friendly. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna stop being friendly because, you know, I can see that I'm being a little bit, you
Bro,
know,
people
friendly
used
as
to tell me I
fuck.
was friendly all
And
the time.
all that stuff. So, you know, I calmed down.
You are
But now I
friendly.
literally
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care at all. I will be friendly with you. I don't be friendly with you. That's me. I don't care. Like, I literally just said, F everything. I'm gonna be Selena Jasmine,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, oh, why are you doing this? Oh, why you do your hair like this or that? And then why
you got pins in your hair?
Why do I have pins in my hair?
Because I want to.
Because I like the style. That's
Somebody
the
would tell
only
me how
reason
to do
why
my
I
hair.
wear it, because that's me. It's kind of like when you dress yourself in the morning. You're gonna put on whatever you want to put on
And express
Just express yourself how you want to. Not give a fuck about what anybody has to say about it. So that's exactly. I wake up in the morning. I do what I need to do, and if anybody has something to say about it, that's how they
You can
feel.
kiss
and that's
off.
it. Yeah, kiss off.
Suck your mumar.
Suck your mumar.
JK.
Facts. But yeah, so I kind of feel you, Sade. I literally overcame that, like, oh, let me just be quiet and sit in a box and not say anything, so that way people don't judge me and people don't say things and call me names and think that I'm this and that, when I'm really not any of those things, and I don't necessarily have to prove it to you.
Exactly.
Snaps for
Snap
Lily
all the way down.
and Kaylee and
for
Shasha.
Lily Gomez.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how it is. Throughout life, you're going to get judged and you're going to get called names that you aren't. And you're going to get called names that you are.
Facts.
And you just have to amount to those and
You either agree or
exactly,
disagree.
because I realized I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody told me that you should never have regrets, because at the time when it was happening you were you were enjoying it.
You were doing it for a reason.
Yeah, you were in the moment. Like sometimes, let's just say one of you guys bulliers would feel like, oh damn, I regret it bullying Lily. No, you don't, because when you was doing it, you was nice and
You was
happy.
having so much
right?
fun
Your
bullying.
homegirls was egging you on.
and you thought it was hot shit.
And all these ratchet girls that was after my dog Sade, y'all was so mad.
Trying
and
to
now
Exactly.
y'all want to be my dog friend.
do
I'm just
nothing.
kidding.
Exactly. Or it's
do
just
that.
in a more current realistic situation, if you've had sex with somebody in the past and you just really look now in the
It sounded
future,
like
if
real
you're
love.
really just looking, you really did, and you're just like, damn, I wish I never did that. You can't hold that over your head for the rest of your life, because you can't go back and
Redo
the
it.
undo.
I mean, undo the
right?
redo,
So
like-
you have to just think, because when you was there, it was lit to
lit.
you. Like that's what
you
that's
was doing what you had to do.
exactly. So I mean, now should change. You have to keep going. It's all about having that confidence to know that was you at that point in time, but you're better than that, and you know that you can move on and you can move forward and hopefully move on to somebody else
Right.
and bigger and better things. You have to have the confidence in yourself to put 10 toes down and know
You're
this-
literally
this is
teaching
me, this
yourself.
is that.
You're your own
exactly.
teacher.
And what you
Lessons
think,
need to be learned.
and what you think is what you are. So once you have confidence, positive thoughts, you're going to be a confident, positive person.
There you
and that's
go.
just going to shine right through you. And nobody can take that from you. Nobody can put a shield
Right.
over it.
Like,
Nobody
can we get a
put
fucking Golden
anything
Globe
over
in
it.
here?
Where's the button that can
Something
just, like,
like
And when you give me that golden glow, I'm going to dedicate it to all my confident people out there.
right.
Facts. Shout out to y'all.
The number one thing, this bucket hat, bro. Like this bucket hat keeps hitting the mic in my
the
face, and
hat.
I'm just like, bro, like I gotta take this off. But the number one thing, to go back to that, like how I was saying earlier, is like you have to have mind control. It's just like you have to pretty much everything that Kayla says. Like sometimes, let's just say in the event that you feel like you don't have that, or like you do, or like you know your mind gets the best of you, because sometimes mind over matter. And it's like your mind will tell you otherwise, or like you're not feeling good enough to certain things, or like you feel like you can't accomplish certain things, or like you tell yourself otherwise and negative stuff. Like that shit can really fuck you up. Like that can lead to depression. People sometimes
so lead to depression.
yeah, like you can feel like your self-worth is getting lowered. Like you can feel ugly. Like like all
For
this
example,
shit.
like Kalani, like she had all those people comment on her pictures for that situation, and it's just
Made
like,
the girl
it
delete
made her like
Instagram.
Not
literally
me.
delete her Instagram, go to the hospital, like
Right?
Suicide
that's
watch.
scary, and a lot of
And
people
she-
go through that every single day. So
And a lot of
imagine
people
you're
go
doing that to
through with
people.
it too. Like they actually end up committing suicide and doing all this stuff. Why? Because of the mind control. Why? Because of the lack of self-confidence, because they're letting other people get to
Manipulate
them. And they're-
them.
Exactly.
So scary. It's a
She
scary
actually
world out
even
there.
said on Instagram that she was trying to kill herself.
Yeah. And she failed.
And
what after-
it's just so, and it's just like the only difference with hers is that she's famous, and this, like Sade said, people are probably at home right now thinking about it. Like you just
Exactly.
have to pray for these people, you have to pray for yourself, and have confidence. Not to say confident people don't commit suicide, but if 9 times out of 10, the more confident you are, you're gonna love yourself so much you're not even
Exactly.
trying to do that.
And you're not going to
Exactly.
let other people bring you down, because
and
that's
allow
a
you
lot
to stoop
of
to
what
that level
happens.
to even have that thought in your head, like that's the
Yeah.
crazy part. Every day is literally a blessing, and I feel like
Facts,
everyone
bro.
should, like, I don't I can't speak for everyone, but I mean, I wake up and think like, okay, today's a blessing. Like, something can change my life today. Something can't change my life today. Whatever happens is going to happen. And I have to, just live the day with whatever's
Exactly.
going on.
You
You feel
can't-
me? Like,
And I'm pretty sure you're not going to wake up in the morning and think, oh, I wish I would never done this yesterday. I wish I'd never done that 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Because
Yeah,
it can't
never
help you
regret
today and make you
anything.
go on further. But mind control and just manipulation is really a bitch. And when
It
you
is.
think about it, it may seem crazy that, like, oh, it happens. But I can't even feel like I do that to people sometimes. And I don't even notice. Like, the simplest ways and the most important ways when I need it. So I feel like the key to knowing how to do it is like bittersweet, but it can really come through when you need it to. Like if you're in a sticky situation or whatever it is.
yeah, you got to be ahead of the game.
Yeah,
you feel me? But
it's really like a thing. Like once your mind is right, you can literally do anything. Like your mind, you should always be your number one weapon, like to go to.
mind control,
Always.
self-control.
Mind over matter.
All of that is being controlled by who? You. So it's just like you have to make sure you're able to maintain that in the proper manner and not allow anybody to like distract you from that, because there's always going to be distractions from like people who are trying to like put
Yeah.
you down. So just overcome those distractions and you can be literally anything you want to be without anybody telling you who you need to be.
Facts. And that's how I feel. Like,
Same.
if you feel like, some type of way, try some steps to improving that every day. And it's just so crazy because whenever I think about certain situations like that, like a lot of people don't know this. Like a friend of ours, like a mutual friend of ours and other people, his name is Respect. Well, his name is Fresh, but he passed away recently and we hung out with him a couple times before and he told me something that literally sticks with me every single day, bro. And it's just like, if you guys, well, I don't know if anyone listening knows him, but he told me one time we were all hanging out and we were taking pictures and I was just like, oh, my gap, like I hate my gap, like I hate the way I look sometimes, I hate this. And he literally told me, bro, like there's nothing wrong with you. Like what you need to do anytime you walk in a room, anytime you're sitting down, like you need to sit up straight. You need to walk in there and own that shit. And as long as you have that
Exactly.
confidence, bro, nobody else can stop you. And for the rest of the night, the man literally like if there was a time, like he meant like with
Sweetest
everything,
person.
like in my posture, like sit up straight, like put your shoulders back, like and people say that all the time. You don't think much of it,
Yeah.
but that shit really works. Like he was like, put your shoulders back, chest out, face straight. Somebody says something to you, like assertive, boom. And every time, like for the rest of the night, like he would be on me. So like if there was a second that I didn't do it, he would just give me this look and I would do it. And then like now, like literally when I go out, when I go to a party, when I'm walking like somewhere, I haven't been doing it lately, but it's just like I literally think of this man telling me that and I literally feel like 10 times better when I walk in the room because it's just like, it's not me being confident. I mean, cocky is me being confident,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
speaking of
Try
Fresh,
it.
happy birthday to you watching over us. Your birthday was this past Thursday, and we pay your respects.
Thanks.
Also, going with what Sade was saying as well, Fresh definitely put some very, very, very interesting words in my brain. Like, I literally was just sitting there, like, taking all the advice, and I literally walk with it on my shoulders all the time. So it's just like, I completely understand where that's coming
Yeah,
from.
like you literally have to act a part. Your body language says it all. Like,
Take it from
like,
Drake.
for real,
If Drake
for real.
says it, then it's facts.
yeah, because everything Drake says is fact.
Drake the president.
Yeah,
Facts, except for Trump. they
yeah.
said.
So it's like like we were saying with that, like if it just has to do with confidence like that, if there's something that you don't like about yourself, like you don't necessarily have to do anything like drastic, like surgery or something, but like. Take little steps, take little things towards fixing it. If it's your mentality, like
Yeah.
wake up every morning and say, I'm not going to have this mindset. I'm not going to have this mentality. I'm not going to let this person get to me. I'm not going to let that person get to me.
It is fixable.
Right.
It's not permanent. There's going to be some things that you can't change about yourself and some things that you can't change about other people. Like, for example, I feel like regardless of how confident I am or regardless of how use I get to it, like I will never be able to just be okay with people or one person just staring at me. Like I will never, like I don't care if I'm the most confident person on earth, I'm always gonna feel some type of way about it. Like I'm either
Why
gonna
are you
stare.
staring?
I just this is
makes
one
you
of my
feel
things that
uncomfortable a
just
little
it's
bit.
just so uncomfortable to me. And like when I say this to other people, they're just like, oh, if anything happens, like and you guys get famous, people are gonna stare at you all the time. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna deal with it? I'm gonna have to fucking put a plastic bag over my head or just do something because I really
Wear
can't
some
take
shades. kids, bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm not going to sit there and dwell over that and be like, okay, I'm not going to go outside. I'm not going to go to this party
Yeah.
because people are going to stare. No, I still do is what Sade's tips that Fresh gave her. Always have your head up
Definitely.
straight, everything. The same way how you think of that, I think of a Nicki Minaj lyric when she goes, when I walk in, sit up straight. I don't give a fuck if I was late.
You love Nicki Minaj.
And I be late
That's your
everywhere,
mother.
so it just applies.
Facts.
Just super applies.
Definitely agree with that. So pretty much, like, if you feel like you're overly confident, don't feel overly confident. Just maybe mellow out a little bit, step back into reality, and like,
Just get a little more humble.
yeah,
Because
just humble
nobody likes a
yourself.
fucking cocky ass.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody likes somebody
Regardless
who's too
of how
cocky at
beautiful
all.
or handsome and intelligent you are, know
Right.
that and use it to your advantage and just keep it low key. Like, stay down till you.
Embrace your
Whatever.
inner self.
Exactly.
Right. And side note, because a lot of times, like when people are very beautiful, guys or girls, and they are over cocky, like that shit can change
Your
the way people
personality
see you
definitely
super, super quick. And you can be
changes
like
shit.
the ugly, you can be the prettiest person, the finest nigga with the nastiest attitude. So it's just like, bro, like you ain't even all that. Cause it's like, look at
Calm
your
down.
attitude. Like, this is not, it doesn't fit. Like, it is not, no.
Exactly. So just always remember to be true to yourself, love yourself, stay confident. Have like that passion to wake up in the morning and just, be a person that you're proud of, be a person that your mom and God will be proud of, and keep your head up.
Oh,
Keep your head up
You're busting a
always.
move, bitch.
Don't let what anybody says have to interfere with you, your life, your daily living, and
Facts.
have no regrets.
fact.
Definitely do not have no
Yeah,
regrets.
definitely don't. They're just gonna way over your head like
We should make a podcast
Overdo
about having
homework.
regrets.
yeah.
And we
like
should name
that.
all of our regrets. I'm just kidding.
Oh, hell no. bitch.
Well, we can talk about some top
talk
five,
about a little
top
top
five.
five, top five.
Yes.
But definitely, always remember.
Well, before you guys remember that, we'll give it to you, Raw. I want you guys first to remember that this Saturday, August 6th,
Yes.
is going to be Seaside Solstice.
Please remember that
Yes.
because it's about to be a movie. You
Right.
guys definitely should not miss that at all.
And I know Seaside Solstice sounds like whale watching or something, but it's going to be
Like
this
a tongue twister.
right? It sounds something
Seaside
crazy.
Solstice.
Seaside Solstice.
Seaside Solstice by
Try
the
saying that
seashore.
5 times fast.
Seaside Solstice by the seashore. Seashells. Like it sounds.
She should what?
Seaside Solstice by the seaside and seashores. Yeah.
August 6th.
Just August 6th. It just doesn't work.
South
6th of August, Seaside by Social.
South Beach. But yeah, serious face and everything. August 6th, this Saturday, is going to be Seaside Solstice. You guys don't want to miss it. Hopefully you guys got your tickets online, and hopefully you guys use our Fave 3 discount. But if
Get
you
your $5
didn't,
off.
there's still some time.
Right.
Exactly. It's a pool party. It's rooftop. It's lit. South Beach already has a great weather, so just come out and turn up with us. We have a lot of surprises for you guys
Lots
on
of
Saturday.
surprises.
We have so many surprises for you guys. So come, even if you don't like pool parties, just come out because you guys support us
Facts.
and you want to see what we have to come out.
And if you just want to be in your bathing suit.
Exactly. And so
feel
it's
turn up
fun.
with Fave
And your
Three.
summer.
suit.
You got to get lit
Slide.
before fall
School
semester
starts,
season
bitch.
starts, and then you in school Monday through Thursday.
Facts.
So come out and turn up with us. And always remember, we'll give it to you raw at Seaside Solstice.
Right.